Should have put me in this thing, brother.
Hello, Happy New Year. It's been a long time since I've done something like this, but I got motivated to kind of do my live videos again. So figure day one of 2023, figure I may as well just start today. So those of y'all that are going to see this, welcome. I'm here in Cuba, Missouri at an antique mall. What better way to celebrate the new year than to come to an antique mall, right? Kind of relive maybe your childhood or what you grew up with. I've always had this thing about antique stores. When I walk in, I just feel, nostalgic. I'm a nostalgic person anyway. So, you never know what you're going to find when you come to an antique store. But I kind of cheated a little bit. I went to one a while ago and just looked. And, whatever I saw. But I was hoping to find Elvis, Dukes of Hazzard, or wrestling. Those are the three things I look for when I come to antique stores. And I went to that one over there, and I just walked in. Didn't even say nothing to anybody, just walked in and thought about doing a video in there, but I was like, no, I'll wait and do one here. This is a bigger one anyway, so more time to flap my gums at y'all. But I walked in here and there was a guy at the counter. He wasn't doing anything. He just standing there looking on his phone. So I figured I'd bug him and ask him if he had any Elvis, Dukes of Hazzard, or wrestling. Ooh, Chad and Deb and maybe Elder. I know y'all will appreciate this. Look at that. The Beatles. Yellow Submarine, I guess. Yep. I don't even know if that's for sale. Hey, that's awesome. That gives me an idea to do something with my Elvis stuff. Wow. Anyway, I get sidetracked. Ooh, Batarang. Okay, back on track. So I done forgot what I was talking about. Anyway, I asked him about Elvis, Dukes of Hazzard, or wrestling, and he thought for a second. Because, people work in these stores every day, so you figure they see all this stuff every day. And they got a pretty good memory bank of what they have and what they don't. He sat there and thought. He was like, well, this month has been hard on Elvis, is what he told me. And I'm like, I thought, well, 1977 was hard on Elvis, but, too soon. Anyway, he said, no, they had a magazine, a Life magazine, that had $5 on it, and it was in pretty good shape. And I wanted to tell him, yeah, I've got one of those at home. But anyway, he said, but no, I don't have much Elvis now. He said, but wrestling. He said, have you seen the Hogan over there at the movies, in the movie section? I said, I just walked in here, man. He was like, okay. So he said, well, there's a bendy figure, Hogan, which immediately my mind thought back to the LJN figures. So I'm thinking they have a Hulk Hogan LJN figure. and I will be looking at that. Yeah, you go to an antique store, and if you're believe anything about, I don't know, I won't even call it supernatural. It's just things attached to things, I guess. How people have said that before. I don't necessarily believe that, but I don't know. Sometimes you walk into an antique store and you just feel a certain way. And if you walk into an antique store and you feel a bad feeling, you might as well just get on out of there. But yeah, most of the time when I go to an antique store, I just feel good. I see things that I remember growing up. And so anyway, hope y'all are having a good New Year. I'm going out of order here. Excuse me, man. It's okay. I have a thing. When I come to an antique store, I turn right and circle and just do the rows. And this one's set up pretty cool. It's just got all kinds of booths. It's a nice little place. I'm in Cuba, Missouri. And I was in Joplin for yesterday, for New Year's Eve, and for the day before. But I didn't do anything last night. I just got on Zoom with my crew. Got on Zoom, hanging out with them. It's what I do almost every night now. The pandemic, when it happened, nobody knew what was going on, and everything was shut down, locked down, however you want to say it. And I listen to a wrestling show every morning on Sirius XM. Shout out to Dave LaGreca if you're watching. But religiously listen to that show every morning. Used to do that to Howard Stern, but ever since I discovered Busted Open, that's what I do, is I listen to that show every morning. And so there's this app called Discord, and it was kind of a gaming app, chat app or whatever, instant messaging app, however you want to look at it. And we had a guy who kind of made us a account on there and put a link out on Twitter saying, hey, fans of Busted Open, gather here, So I did, I was like, all right, let's see what this is all about. And good thing I did, because I found my crew. And it's weird. A lot of people don't understand it. Heck, my own family doesn't even understand it. But, especially me with my job, I drive all the time and I park at night, and I just got to where I would get on there, and we started Zooming off of that app, and now it's become an every night thing. We watch along with wrestling pay-per-views, and we started a show where we interview people or just discuss wrestling. It's a podcast every weekend, and here in the last couple of years, I've actually gotten pretty active with that. And so now I wouldn't trade these friends for the world. They're more than friends now; they're family. But like I said, a lot of people don't understand that. But what matters is I understand it, and as long as I'm happy, hey, he ain't hurting nobody, right? Look at that. Actually, like I said, I used to go Facebook Live a few years back, but I didn't really like attaching things to Facebook, and you can't do anything with it once it's on Facebook Live. You can't put it on TikTok or anything like that. So I'm gonna start doing videos. And a friend of mine, Sean, shout out to Sean, gave me a GoPro camera, and I actually thought about starting a vlog. And another friend of mine, Thunder Rosa, shout out to Thunder Rosa. She actually does a vlog herself, and it's a wrestling vlog. And she used to do taco vlogs and stuff, where she'd go to tacos joints and basically just film it and have guests and stuff. And it was pretty cool concept. And she actually helped motivate me to start doing these again. So I think I'm gonna start doing these again, because it's kind of a, you know, helps take your mind off. Ooh, I found it. $25 too. Shoot. Gotcha. Heck yeah. It's a pretty good shape. Look at that. Yeah. All right. I done lost my train of thought again. So, you know, anything to help take your mind off of what you're doing, right? When you're parked. You don't want nothing to take your mind off of what you're doing when you're driving. But when you're in your free time, you know, instead of staying cooped up in your truck, you know, for 10 hours, because that's what it is. You got to take a 10-hour break every night. You know, I find stuff to do. And I Zoom a lot of the time. But sometimes you just want to get out and stretch your legs, you know. And this is what I do. I like to come antique shopping. And or I'll hit up Texas Roadhouse, as some of y'all probably saw my steak video yesterday. And that's a product of me and Mongrovian Mike, who's one of my wrestling friends in my crew. Me and him talk about stuff all the time. Like, we come up with ideas, video ideas, and just do them. And he was actually supposed to, I'm going to take you behind the curtain a little bit. He has a Texas Roadhouse that's a few miles from his house, and he was actually going to go to Texas Roadhouse where he's at, and I was going to go to the one I was at, and we were going to do the same thing with the steaks, but he didn't go. So anyway, that's me being goofy. Ooh. Let me see how much this is. What is it? $8. Well, I think I might even have that one. So, but anyhow, I just wanted to share some of my experience with y'all and check in with y'all and say hey and Happy New Year. And y'all will be seeing a lot more of me this year. So y'all have a great holiday, and talk to y'all later. Hogan says peace out.
my boy.
God damn it, son, we gave it our best shot. I don't like us any more than you do, but we ain't gonna make it, son. We're gonna hang it up.
Whoa, negatory, what are you, crazy something? We come this far, ain't we? Look, when we say we're gonna do a job, we do a job.